This is caught by Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 22. The drive starts with a run by White, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Brady.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground.
And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore!
Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And able to take it. .25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Throwing again on second down. Brady caught on the right side by Jones.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Scotty Miller, 32 yards. And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know that.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Over the middle, complete. That's Miller.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on second down, Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. First down, here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White.
14 yards.
And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Succop for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He cracked.
Jackson. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20, this one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens have moved out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Going up top for Miller. And he's got it inside the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On second and goal, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down.
Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Jackson now on second and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's got him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's got some space here. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Coming in to put a lick on it was Lavonte David.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind: helpless.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out as they have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Throwing on first down, it's Brady.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
To throw again on second down. Brady finding Otton once more. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Complete right side to Otton. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. To throw is Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Brady to throw. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. Touchdown! Rachaad White. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Extra point put through by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Robinson's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Opting to run again here with White. They find some open field here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 30 on second down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
With a dime look on defense, two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Bucs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Succop, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson to throw.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Jackson. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
From the 10.
Well, now how about this return? And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Brady. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson.
His throw caught at about the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now a first throw here in overtime. Finds White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Brady gives this to White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Brady. He's got Otten on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Complete right side to Otten. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving him downfield, putting touchdown.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know One big play, though, gets him right back up to that level.
And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.